What's going on, everyone? So I want to talk about the national championship game, Ohio State versus Notre Dame. At first, it didn't look like it was going to be a, a close game at all. But Notre Dame, in the second half, played a little bit better, and they made it. They made the score a little closer than what I thought it would be. I really thought Ohio State was going to run away with it, and it looked like that whenever they took a 31-7 lead. But Notre Dame just kept fighting and clawing back, and they made it a game with under 2 minutes left. But let me tell you something. Ohio State, 3rd down and 11. Will Howard with the best throw of his life, and I mean a memorable throw to Jeremiah Smith. And I was on the phone with my dad, and I was talking to him. I said, you go one route. You go to your guy. You go to your best playmaker, Jeremiah Smith. If it's not there, tell the quarterback to go down. Let Notre Dame use their last timeout and punt it away. But, Jeremiah Smith had one-on-one coverage. You don't do that. I get Notre Dame was selling out for the run, but you can't leave Jeremiah Smith. I don't care, true freshman or not. The dude is built different. And Jeremiah Smith got right behind. I believe it was Gray, the defender, and the rest is history. And Ohio State knocks in a field goal, and they win 34-23. Like I said, it was a great game at the end. Riley Leonard made some great throws to Jaden Greathouse. The touchdown to Greathouse was a thing of beauty. Greathouse was getting pulled on his right arm and, made a one-handed catch. He ended with 6 catches for a $128, 2 touchdowns. Quinshon Judkins, the Ole Miss transfer, came up huge for Ohio State. He had 11 carries for 100 yards. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground. Did have the 1 touchdown receiving. So he had a great game, the trifecta. He hit a 3-touchdown national championship game. But Will Howard, man, he was spot on, especially early in this game. He finished 17-21, 231 through the air, and 2 touchdowns. He did a lot on the ground as well. Jeremiah Smith, I'm not going to say he was held in check. Like I said, Ohio State was in a pretty good spot all night long until about at the end. Notre Dame started making it close. But whenever Ohio State needed that play, you knew who they were going to go to. And they went to their main man, Jeremiah Smith, who is a stud. He don't even look like a freshman, man. He looks like a grown man. But it was a great game. Listen, congratulations to Ohio State. I am not an Ohio State fan. I'm a Florida Gator fan. I despise Ohio State. But congratulations. Listen, that loss to Michigan at the end of the regular season, it really could have made them, not play with as much fire as they did, because I think that loss to Michigan really lit a fire up under them. They really could have sold up and just went down, put their heads down after the Michigan game. But you know what? They came back, they fought, and they ran through the college football playoff. They were an offense that was, they destroyed Oregon. It looked like tonight they were about to destroy Notre Dame, but Notre Dame, they came to play. Or especially at the end of the game, they came to play. At the first drive, Notre Dame went on a 9-minute, 45-second drive, I think it was. Yeah, 9:45. And, it looked like Notre Dame was just taking control. 9 carries for Riley Leonard to start the game. But I was like, oh, wow. I said, Ohio State could have been in trouble because they were putting wear and tear on that defense. But the Ohio State defense really adjusted, and it made sense. Listen, take away the Riley Leonard legs and then make them make mistakes or push them into mistakes. Holding call. You got them into a false start. You get them behind the chains, and that's what Ohio State kept doing to the Notre Dame offense. And Notre Dame, after that first drive, really, until late in the game, they really couldn't get much going. But Leonard finally started hitting his stride late, but it was just too much to overcome. And, with the Emeka Ibuka fumble, I really thought Notre Dame, oh, man, this was their chance. They drove down, missed a chip shot field goal. What could have been, but, you could tell Ohio State was the better team. Just a physicality standpoint in their players they have, you could tell they were the better team. But Notre Dame didn't Notre Dame themselves like they have in the past, especially in past national championship game like the Alabama Notre Dame. It looked like that's what we were headed to. But listen, hats off to Ohio State. They came back, especially after a brutal loss to Michigan, and they won a national championship in the first 12-team playoff. And I think this 12-team playoff, man, it's here to stay. I like it. You know, neither one of these teams would have made the playoff in the regular 4-team playoff. So, you know, we got the 12 teams, and they battled it out, and Ohio State came on top. You know, the first year of the 4-team playoff, Ohio State wins it. And the first 12-team playoff, Ohio State wins it again. So, congratulations. And then this is huge for Ryan Day. You know, Ryan Day has gotten so much backlash over the years, especially after the Michigan game this past season when they lost to him. And, you know, I mean, there was a lot of things that happened. You know, I know a lot of threats or a lot of stuff that was going on behind the scenes that, you know, a lot of people don't know about. But Ryan Day, man, it was like, if he doesn't win it this year, he's gone. Well, he won it. And I think a lot of people owe him an apology because he took this Ohio State team, man, that, you know, after the Michigan loss, nobody thought they would, you know, he would get them right. And he got this team right, and he got them playing, man. They played lights out. So congratulations to Ryan Day. Congratulations to the Buckeyes. You know what, though? You celebrate tonight, but the new season's about to begin, and there's some new players waiting in the wings, and there's some new teams that are hungry, that are young. So, you know, my Florida Gators, I'm looking at somebody possibly, you know, that could make some noise next year, but we'll see. But it was a great year. I like the 12-team playoff. I think it can be tweaked a little bit, and I think they're talking about that a little bit as well. So, but what y'all think of the game? Did you think Ohio State would have blew them out more? Because they were 8.5-point favorites. And I really thought Ohio State was going to blow them out by 20. But y'all let me know. I think it was a good ending. You know, at least it kept you on your seats, and you were actually able to watch it in the fourth quarter. I think that's some of these get like Georgia TCU a couple years ago. It's like, I mean, that game was over in the second quarter. So at least this game you were able to kind of stay locked into it a little bit. But y'all let me know in the comments. But and what team is a dark horse for next year for the 12-team playoff? Is there somebody, you know, I'm a Florida Gator fan. I'm going to say Florida. I'm going to be biased. But y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think a team is out there. Like a South Carolina with Sellers. You got Utah with Cameron Rising coming back for his 12th year of eligibility. So, but there's some teams out there. Y'all let me know in the comments. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.